Blackridge Federal Penitentiary, a supermax facility engineered to be escape-proof. Located miles from civilization, encircled by motion sensors, constant surveillance, and layered security, Blackridge had never lost an inmate to anything but the expiration of their sentence, until that one morning. At 5:30 a.m., Officer Daniel Reyes conducted the routine headcount in Cell Block C. He had performed this task hundreds of times without incident. Each cell was checked, each inmate accounted for, until he reached Cell C14, occupied by Marcus Hale. Reyes topped the bars. "Inmate Hale, count time." No movement. He unlocked the cell door and pulled back the blanket. What lay beneath was not a man, but a carefully constructed dummy. Rolled clothing, stuffed paper, a pillow shaped to mimic a sleeping body. Within seconds, alarms shattered the silence. Lockdown was immediate. Flashing red lights, guards rushing, sirens wailing. The discovery triggered a frantic search. It soon became clear this was no isolated incident. 2 more inmates were missing from neighboring cells. Leon Carter, Cell C15, Victor Salgado, Cell C13. All 3 men shared a profile that in hindsight was dangerously unremarkable. Quiet, cooperative, model prisoners with no record of violence inside the facility. Hale was always reading, engineering books, mechanical manuals. Carter fixed pipes and wiring on the maintenance crew. Salgado just watched everything, never complained. Patient, too patient. Investigators turned to the cells. In Marcus Hale's cell, behind the metal sink bolted to the wall, faint scratches marred the concrete, at first dismissed as wear, but when the sink was removed, a hole. A precisely carved opening, barely wide enough for a grown man, leading into a dark void behind the wall. Flashlights probing the narrow tunnel, rough-hewn concrete, low ceiling, tool marks visible. What emerged was a hand-dug tunnel snaking through the utility space behind the cells. Months, perhaps over a year, of silent labor had created this passage. Tools recovered inside included a sharpened metal spoon used as a chisel, scrap metal from maintenance equipment, a small homemade drill powered by a smuggled electric motor. Leon Carter's access to parts and tools, Marcus Hale's engineering knowledge to refine them, Victor Salgado's extraordinary patience to work night after night without detection. Debris was hidden in bags or flushed through plumbing. Dust vanished down drains. Progress was measured in inches. The tunnel eventually connected to an abandoned drainage pipe running beneath the outer perimeter fence. The 3 men crawling single file through the cramped passage, emerging into the pipe, then surfacing outside under cover of darkness. By morning count, they were already gone, vanished into the surrounding fields. A massive manhunt followed. Roadblocks, helicopters, ground teams sweeping highways and forests. Days turned to weeks, no trace. One detail refuses to fade. The heavy metal grate sealing the drainage pipe's external opening. Prison records and blueprints confirm it could only be removed from the outside, requiring tools and leverage unavailable to inmates inside. When investigators reached the site, the grate was gone. Investigator: either these 3 men somehow defeated physics and security from the inside, or someone was waiting for them on the outside. To this day, the question divides authorities. A flawless operation by 3 unlikely masterminds acting alone? Or the final piece of a larger conspiracy, an accomplice, a corrupt insider, an organized hand guiding their freedom? Marcus Hale, Leon Carter, and Victor Salgado remain at large. Blackridge's reputation as unbreakable shattered.